Oh my God, what is going on? All my chat room dogs. I always tell you, if you're going to take a pill, take the me pill. What's up, man? It's your boy, the Dean. Class is in session, man, gentlemen. This is good. I know I'm a shock. I know I'm gonna shock you guys out here, but this movement is another good thing for manhood. See, I know y'all thought I was gonna come on here and say, "Oh man, the soft man era is bad and it is terrible and don't do it." Gentlemen, I'm explaining to you why it's good for men. This is what is great for men. But before we even get into why the soft man era is a great thing for a man, let us go ahead and listen to this real quick. And we got several videos to show you, but we're going to break all this down, guys. Get your crayons out. Let's listen to this. Here we go.
Oh, we know exactly what you ladies want, but we're not giving it anymore. Drizzle, drizzle. We're done with the patriarchy and this old archaic way of doing things where we're supposed to provide and protect for you, where we're supposed to be willing to risk and give our lives for you. Listen, we don't need to bring anything to the table because we are the table. Without my seed, you can't have any kids, drizzle, drizzle. So what you gonna do about that? Listen, we are in our soft guy era. I need to get my beard taken care of every Tuesday. So I'm going to need you to go ahead and send $75 to my barber via Cash App every Tuesday before I get there so that I can get my hair taken care of. Drizzle, drizzle. All right? And when you get your taxes from working hard all year while I stay at home and play PlayStation, I need you to give me the whole amount so I can flip it for us. Drizzle, drizzle. Oh, yes, yes, yes. We're no longer being providers and protectors and buying into the patriarchal system of letting you guys get on the boat first if the sink is shipping. No, 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 no. We're done with those days.
I tried to let it run all the way through, but I had to stop it. Gentlemen, this is exactly why this is a great movement. This is an awesome movement, man. I'm sorry. I'll let it finish out. I'll explain. I'll be quiet. Here we go. Wait.
We are equal now, so we will get on the boat based upon whoever is the strongest. Drizzle, drizzle. All right? So don't ask us to do anything, provide anything. If we go out to eat, 50-50, drizzle, drizzle. If you have another kid by another man, 50-50, drizzle, drizzle.
I can't make this shit up. Hey, gentlemen, I cannot make this up. And all the real men know what I'm about to talk about. But if you're not one, I'm explaining to you. So, gentlemen, since the PUA days back in the mid 90s, when pickup artists were running rampant and using guys and manipulating guys, kind of like what's happening now to a lot of you young men, they ran out of things when the VH1 came out with the pickup artists, and then all the PUAs turned into feminine guys and saying, "Oh my God, we're not fair." But gentlemen, what y'all have to see, and I need you, and again, it's a thinking show because I want you to think for yourself. You have to understand when a movement doesn't carry weight, it will fade into the abyss. But as it starts to wake its way down, they have to come up with something, come up with a new movement to keep enticing and really tricking the gullible, naive, and disillusioned guys out there who don't have game. Men have always been men since the dawn of time. So the thing with manhood doesn't even go this way. Manhood goes this way because you're always evolving. But what you guys don't understand is that the thing about movements is that they grow, they pick up a lot of steam, and then they fade out into the abyss. And I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So let's look at what I'm talking about before we grab the next video. But if you guys look at movements, and again, remember, guys, Movements start off strong, and then when they begin to fade out, there is a new one. So let's look at this. Metal, going your own way, was a movement that once it started to fade out, they had to come up with a new catchphrase or a name. So, if you don't understand about catchphrases, again, this goes back to the WWE or the WWF back in the day when wrestling, and they had to get catchphrases, and especially with the Attitude Era, everybody use a catchphrase because catchphrases are the thing that connect the wrestler to the audience by saying the catchphrase and then stopping and allowing the crowd to connect to the person to say the catchphrase. So if we're looking at the catchphrases now, let's look at the catchphrase. So first catchphrase is going your own way. So what a lot of young men used to do back in the day, almost like probably what, 9 years ago, was it? It's been a while, huh? I think it was about 9 years. Wow, I guess around 2000, early 2000s, they started going with metal. And then when metal was dying out, gentlemen, then they rolled with being on your purpose. So the key was screaming, "I'm on my purpose. I'm on my purpose." And then from that point, they started pushing pills, red pill, blue pills, orange pills, gray pills. I'm this way, monk mode, and all this other stuff. Now, red pill still is moving on, but through that, then they started creating no fap, semen retention. Don't jerk off, because if you jerk off, a woman is going to find you more valuable if you don't. Once no fap started to dip a little bit, then they started coming out with what? Money, clothes, and status. Get your money up, get your clothes up, get your status up. And then when that started to fade out, if you think about it, gentlemen, then they started to come out with high value man, right? And once high value man started to fade out, then it was Riz game. And that's still prevalent right now. That's where we're at right now. And then with Riz game, they want to go into handsome man game. Now, as Riz and handsome man game is really not keeping the traction of a metal or a red pill or high value man, now they have come up with something brand new called the soft man era. So, gentlemen, like I always keep telling you guys, it's gonna keep going towards homosexuality. It's gonna keep going to, because the red pill, as we showed you, if you look it up, it was a trans metaphor, and these things that which y'all young men don't understand is that most people think women are actually the enemy, but the enemy is actually a bunch of guys teaching other young males, impressionable young males, how to be more feminine than masculine. And this is where this drizzle, now the drizzle comes from a Snoop Dogg thing that makes him feel all hip. It's like hip, I was about to say hippity hoppity, but hip hop. So that's why they're using the drizzle, because it's kind of like a cool thing to say with the catchphrase of no more. But what we are not understanding in all of this is that all the guys that are complaining and making the demands are the guys who are not getting any pussy, are the guys that's not getting any ass, are the guys that's not getting any women. So you have to understand that. But I'm going to tell you, this is why it's a good thing for us, because women love men, and women love men that stand on their square, move like men, and tell women how to move and stuff. So let us get to some of these videos. This is a case in point. I want you to look at this. This is crazy. Look at this right here. Watch it.
It's a women's world and men are just living in it. Why are they playing Cheetah Girls at the bar? Cheetah Girls. When I showed up to this bar, why was the bartender singing I'm a Slave for You by Britney Spears?
When you used to go to a bar, now it depends on what kind of bar. Now, they had roadhouses and things like that where they play hard rock and things like that. Even clubs like R&B clubs and stuff like that, or black clubs, they played more gangster, tough type kind of music. So the bartender's singing Britney Spears. Do you see what I'm saying, guys? Listen to this. Listen what women are saying. Look, check this out.
Didn't know that I was listening. I heard I'm a slave. I was like, oh, get it, Roger. And Shakira started playing. Why were the guys at the bar singing to Shakira? Like I said, it's a women's world and men are just living in it.
Yeah, absolutely. We are losing. Well, we're not losing the battle, but a lot of young men are losing the battle because of the feminine movement. It's a movement going towards men, but it's not by women. Men are actually destroying men by making them more effeminate. Here we go.
What's up, y'all? So, every time I get on this app, I'm getting secondhand embarrassment from you men. I don't know any of you all. But now y'all want to start this soft guy era, this drizzle movement, right? Listen, any man that's comfortable with the woman coming out of her purse or her pocket spending money on you, understand this, you'll do the same with a man. A lot of these men, ladies, are just down low. They just too insecure to come out the closet.
Well, here's the thing. I won't necessarily say they're down low. It's just a lot of young men are like fish out of water. They don't have any type of anybody there to show them how to be better men. And so a lot of these young boys are confused, and that's part of the problem. A lot of these young boys are confused, and they don't know how to maintain and operate like men when all they do is everywhere they go, they're always seeing red pill this, hypergamy this, blah, blah this, and all this other stuff. And it really hurts a lot of young men when you have guys out there doing an injustice by showing guys it's okay to complain, it's okay to be a victim, and it's okay to be soft. So I will disagree about that comment she's saying, but she's actually right about what she's saying.
Because this whole movement is perpetuated by them not really being, for them being in their feminine energy, for them not wanting to be a lead with masculine energy, because when you're in your masculine energy, there comes responsibility. You don't want the responsibility, so you want to go in your female energy, your feminine energy, talking about you want to live a soft life. You a man. But a lot of you males don't really want the responsibility. So now you want to flip it and try to gaslight women into believing that they supposed to pay your way. Understand, it's the same thing that these men are trying to get women to do for them. They will allow a man to do it for the right price.
Well, I just want to say this. Like I told you guys, learning the game at 9 years old, I remember one of the things my mentor taught me was to go see Purple Rain. And in that movie, Prince looked at the guitar and Apollonia bought him the guitar, brought it to him, and he opened it up. The reason why I'm saying this is that, see, women love to do things for men because of the appreciation of how a man makes them feel. You don't have to ask a woman or say, give me this or do this for me, and I want you to do. When you have game and you're a man, women will buy you things. They will get you phones, cars, not cars, don't ever accept cars. I mean, phones, clothes, jewelry, hats, shoes, joysticks, video game, because they're showing you, you know what, as a man, I appreciate you and I want to get and do for you. So I want you guys to understand that this is not a thing to tear young men down. It's a thing to probably open your eyes and wake up. Let's get to this last one right here.
A lot of y'all dudes need to stop trying to play it off and just admit it. Like, a lot of y'all dudes really do want a man. Because I be seeing, like, dudes getting online talk about how they in they soft boy era and they want to be taken care of and they want dates and they want flowers. Like, why as a man do you want somebody to spoil you? Like, as a man, it should make you feel good to provide, to do for your woman. Like,
bro, she loves me. She obviously loves me, y'all. She's been in my old videos and my comments before. But one thing I realize is women really hate men that know their worth.
Well, okay, then this is the problem. First off, why are you laying in the bed like that? Doesn't make any sense. Okay, so a lot of young men don't know their worth, because if you knew your worth, it wouldn't be a soft man era. It'll be the era of you as your own individual, you as your own thinker. But it is hard for a lot of young men out here to guide, to have understanding and have more clarity of the game when they're being browbeat by individuals like this right here that's telling you to submit, take off your spine, and be soft. Men are not supposed to be soft. Men are not supposed to beg women to do things for them. And what's crazy is that if you look at all these eras and things that I showed you before, one thing that all these things have in common are these are guys out here who are having trouble with women. They want to do, they don't want to do anything but expect everything. And they expect, okay, I can sit on my ass. I don't have to learn game. I can learn how to hate women through the red pill, talk about women, call them modern, all this other stuff, but yet demand a woman open her legs for me. I'm going to call her a slut and a whore, but I demand you when I see you for you to open your legs to me. And that's the problem we're having with a lot of young men. And that's why we always say, be careful of the red pill spaces and the manosphere spaces, because they're not actually teaching you masculinity. They're teaching you how to be more feminine. And it's very careful. You have to be very careful about what you do, because a lot of these guys in these spaces don't want you to win. They are the greatest enemy, and you have to see it yourself. Again, don't believe me, but I want you to think about it. Ask yourself this question. Think about every movement that you were being a part of and how it faded out. And then when it faded out, they give you a brand new movement. That's how cults operate. Cults always got to get and be a kind of like one step ahead of you so they can run game on you, a mental game to declaw you and defang you. So, gentlemen, just think about that. But, guys, let me know what you think in the comments, man. What do you think about this soft man era? I think it's a wonderful thing. It's a soft man era is a good thing for men, because this drives women to us. This drives women to us because they love masculine men who don't complain. And I never said take responsibility for a woman. I'm saying take the responsibility for yourself. Handle yourself. Run the game correctly. But gentlemen, let me know what you think, man. It's your boy, the Dean. Holla at your boy, man. Peace.